Radio 1440 is WLWI-AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Lebanon's health minister says the death toll from 2 days of booby-trapped pager and walkie-talkie explosions targeting Hezbollah is up to 37. Lebanon's prime minister is calling on the UN to oppose what he calls Israel's technological war on his country. Israel hasn't claimed responsibility. Correspondent Imtiaz Tayyab is in Beirut.
After 2 days of what appears to be coordinated explosions, hospitals like this one in central Beirut are now at breaking point, with so many here saying they're worried about what will happen next.
I've seen injuries,
including emergency doctor Danya El-Halad, who's treated over 200 seriously injured patients. What went through your mind when you learned what happened?
that was shocking because we use pagers in hospitals and we were scared for ourselves that any pager in the hospital might explode at any time.
Israel's defense minister has announced a new phase of the war with overnight strikes on southern Lebanon. U.S. officials reporting an election year hack. CBS's Nicole Skanga.
The nation's top cybersecurity agency said Iranian state actors had sent Biden campaign officials unsolicited emails containing stolen, non-public material from the former president's campaign.
Last night in New York, former President Trump held his first large rally since Sunday's apparent assassination attempt.
I love the game, sir.
Told supporters on Long Island he loves the Teamsters, but just declined to endorse a Democratic nominee for the first time since 1996. The union isn't backing anyone this year, but some locals have thrown their support behind Kamala Harris, who called out Mr. Trump's deportation promise.
They have pledged to carry out the largest deportation, a mass deportation in American history. How's that going to happen? Massive raids?
Dow futures jumped 500 points this morning on the heels of the Fed's announcements it's cutting interest rates by half a point. CBS's Jill Schlesinger says celebration shouldn't be limited to Wall Street. Consumers can do some cheering too.
So if you're paying down that credit card balance, you're going to get a chance to pay it down at a lower interest rate. If you're going to buy a new or used car, those interest rates should come down. If you're going to get a new mortgage or refinance, those rates are not directly controlled by the Federal Reserve, but they've already started to come down.
Sean Combs is settling in jail in New York after a judge denied bail in his federal racketeering and sex trafficking case. His attorney, Mark Agnafilo, says his client is all set for trial.
Wherever he is, his resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight anymore.
This is CBS.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch captivating dramas and gripping mysteries, whether it's entire series of massive hits like Sherlock and Vera, new seasons of originals like The Responder, starring international Emmy winner Martin Freeman, or an extraordinary selection of beloved treasures featuring Idris Elba, Jodie Comer, Matthew McFadden, Benedict Cumberbatch, and more. Only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
September is National Recovery Month, and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs is raising awareness of substance use resources for veterans.
I'm Dr. Joseph Liberto, National Mental Health Director of Substance Use Disorders at VA. We want veterans to know that any time is the right time to start recovery. From outpatient care and residential rehabilitation to evidence-based treatments and harm reduction services, veterans can receive world-class support at VA.
Visit www.va.gov/recovery.
Update on the nearly week-old walkout in the aircraft industry.
A strike of Boeing machinists continues after federal mediators failed to help the company and its largest union reach an agreement on key issues. The union said on social media there are no additional dates scheduled for talks. Boeing furloughed tens of thousands of executives and non-union staff as it deals with the financial repercussions of the strike. The machinists walked off the job Friday. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
A surprise discovery in the aftermath of the fire that devastated Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris in 2019. Scientists say a lead sarcophagus dug up 2 years ago contained the skeletal remains of who they now believe was Renaissance poet Joaquin du Bellay. He founded the literary group La Pléiade. Duvalier died at the age of 37 in the year 1560. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Prescriptions require online consultation with a healthcare provider will determine the appropriate restrictions policy website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
Start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices. Go to hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit.
Consumer warning. Stay away from stablecoin Tether. Tether is a cryptocurrency company with a so-called stablecoin called USDT. It's supposed to be backed one for one by the US dollar. But Tether's murky past exposes Americans to outsized risk, shady practices, false claims, legal entanglements, deliberate lack of transparency. The United Nations called Tether the preferred choice for regional cyber fraud operations and money launderers. Tether has never published an independent audit of its finances and operations. Financial rating company S&P gave Tether a high-risk rating, a major red flag. Warning: owning a stablecoin that isn't independently audited comes with enormous risk. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Steer clear of stablecoin Tether. Visit tetherwarning.com to learn more. Paid for by Consumers Research.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and it's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA first alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Lowe's. Save big during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Right now, save big on appliances like the GE Stainless Steel Kitchen Suite, because Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 9/27 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Crisp start to our Thursday will give way to another warm afternoon. Temperatures climbing upper 80s to low 90s under a mainly sunny sky. If you pair with the clouds, winds will be out of the north around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows will dip down into the upper 60s. Friday and into the weekend features more sunshine. Highs will be in the upper 80s to low 90s each afternoon, with overnight lows in the upper 60s. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The good news continues on this Thursday. No major problems or accidents have been reported that would send anyone on an alternate route. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Turnham State Community College, that's your ticket to building a solid foundation for higher education or accelerating your career. Enroll today at turnhamstate.edu. Fall mini-term B classes start October 16th. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Thursday. A man is in custody for allegedly threatening to shoot up the Montgomery VA Medical Center on Perry Hill Road. The hospital got the call around 9:30 yesterday from a man now identified as 61-year-old Michael Barnett. Police say he made the call from his home but never showed up. He'd been treated at the facility in the past. He's now being held in the Montgomery County Jail. Family and friends are praying for Montgomery man Quantarius Thompson. He's currently in ICU after he was hit by a car while walking to work Tuesday night. The driver took off. It happened on the Southern Boulevard. Police are asking for any witnesses to come forward. And more school threats in our area, this time in Pike County. Goshen High School officials say a student there received a vaguely worded threat on social media. Police reached out to the person who allegedly sent the threat. The schools in the area were not placed on lockdown. I'm Chaz Williams with your morning headlines.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I need you right away. My faucet's leaking. There's water on the floor. Can't take it one more day. Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home? Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home?
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, really, you can save a ton.
Okay, got it right.
Make it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
While on your way to work tomorrow morning, join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
But I'll keep trying.
You need to reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up.
and good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine if you can. It's one more day, one more, that we're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of us. I'd say that's something worth being thankful for. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It's time to rise and shine. It is September the 19th, 2024. Today's daily prayer is simply entitled Finding Wise Joy. Our scripture insight today comes from Psalm 16. But we'll start off with 16 and 11 that reads, You will fill me with joy in your presence. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is September the 19th, 2024. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that once it is gone, it shall never be again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. Once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done today, and you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you be proud of what you have done this day. If you've been around a while, I'll tell you every morning, because each morning is a new day. You've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, the charity, and love of God, we may, I am not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day, September the 19th, 2024, that is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can. After all, in your life journey, somebody, someplace, at some time has done for you what we ask you to do for others. Somebody reached out and gave you a hand. Somebody gave you a shoulder to lean on. Somebody wiped the tears from your face. We can do no less. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two, we all do. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never give up. Because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a thing or two, they never give up. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but to try, put one foot in front of the other, and keep moving. The Chinese say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But keep moving forward. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is a stupendous and absolutely stupendous great day to be alive. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Finding Wise Joy was written by Patricia Raybon. The pandemic was winning. That's how it looked to Jason Persoff, an emergency room doctor at a large hospital committed to saving patients with COVID. How could he give his best? During off hours, he relaxed by taking enlarged photos of something small, individual snowflakes. It sounds crazy, says Dr. Persoff, but finding joy in something small but beautiful is an opportunity to bond with my Creator and also to see the world in a way that few people take the time to notice. Wisely looking for such joy to ease stress and build resilience is a high value in the medical profession, the doctor said. But for everyone, he has this advice. You've got to breathe. You have got to find a way to take a breath and enjoy life. David the psalmist expressed this thought in Psalm 16 as he declared the wisdom of finding joy in God. Lord, you alone are my portion and my cup, he wrote. Therefore my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure. There are many unwise things people do as they try to decompress. Dr. Purcell found the wise path, one that pointed him to the Creator, who offers us the joy of His presence. You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. In Him we find joy evermore. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is Psalm 16. Keep me safe, my God, for in you I take refuge. I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. Apart from you, I have no good thing. I say of the people who are in the land, you are the noble ones. All those who run after other gods will suffer more and more. I will not pour out libations of blood to such gods or take up their names on my lips. Lord, you alone are my portion and my cup. You make my lot secure. The boundary lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Surely I have a delightful inheritance. I will praise the Lord who counsels me. Even at night, my heart instructs me. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore, my heart is glad, and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the realm of the dead, nor will you let your faithful one see decay. You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. Let's pray. Dear Lord, like David, when times are stressful and we feel overwhelmed, remind us of your faithfulness and help us see a glimmer of your light shining in the darkness. Fill our hearts with gladness as we rest securely in your eternal promises. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you for listening today. My name is Joyce Dinkins, and today's encouragement.
Okay, last day of PT, everybody. You got the word. Now it's time to get up with the birds. Let's go to work. All right, let's do a little run right quick, and we'll be back. Hit it, hit it, hit it. I'll be the NCO today for PT. What we do? Get up by the 2:45. Come on now. Hard work. Hard work, work. That's what they say. Hard work. I earn my pay. Come on. Woo! Feeling good, feeling good. Z, this is what you're gonna have to deal with in the mornings, okay? I just want to let you know this is what it's gonna be like. Going to work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. On the airplane. in the early morning rain. Oh, yeah. Hard work, work. I earn my pay. Come on. They don't do this on Air Force bases, guys. They don't do it. No. There's not that I know of. The mission is go, baby. Wheels up, ceilings high, the clouds are low, or something like that. Skies are clear and the ceiling is high. It is a go, ladies and gentlemen. The jump is on. Okay, so I'll let you know when I come down. Anyway, now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And again, I'm still trying to figure out what they do, but they are part of the family. But they're the new part of the family, so they're like stepbrothers right now. We got to see if they got to earn that respect. You don't just get it because you put on a uniform. All right, I'm just saying. But if the commander of the Space Force wants to come on this show one day and tell us why we should salute him, yeah, let me know out there on Maxwell or Gunner. I'll talk to you. Good morning. I'm feeling great this morning. How about you? And I'm going to say good morning to our local heroes, the Montgomery Police Department, although I keep going over there looking for gray boys, but, you know, they keep, I don't know what they're doing to me, brother. They must not know how much power I will in this city. Oh, well, but we'll talk to them later on. Also, good morning to the Sheriff Derek Cunningham and the sheriff deputies over there, and my namesake over there, Kevin Murphy, who goes to those other stations over there, but he never shows up over here hardly. Okay, because I haven't asked him yet. But I figure they already know that anytime they want to come, they just show up. I don't care. Okay, don't just show up, but, you know, let me know you want to come and you got it. And good morning to the Montgomery Sanitation Department, my favorite guys out there, the Montgomery Maintenance Department, who are always working. They even work on the weekends sometimes. I didn't know they work on the weekends. Okay, I mean, you know, I know they work on the weekends if you got, you know, some storms or anything like that. But I see those guys cutting grass here and say, y'all stop whining about that. And David Bronner, come on, man. I need to get David on the show because we need to have that conversation about his comments in the paper. Dirty little city. Come on, man. Anybody see David Bronner out there, tell him to call the hotline. We want to talk to him. Because I'm telling you, it's what I tell you. There's not been, the only thing that's been consistent in this city since I have been here, consistent, is no matter who's in office, somebody's complaining. Matter of fact, if they put you in office, David, they would complain about you. As a matter of fact, they do complain about you sometimes, but I still love you. Don't get me wrong, we're friends. I like all rich people. I ain't mad at them. Yep, we are complaining people. We complain when it rains. We complain when it snows. We complain when the sun is out. We complain when it's cloudy. We complain when we got money. We complain when we don't have money. We complain when we're short. We even complain when we're tall. We complain on Monday. Then we complain on Tuesday. Complain on Wednesday. Complain on Friday. Complain on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Is there ever a time that human beings don't complain? I don't think so. Okay, there's one time I don't complain. I never complain when I get some dressing. Yes, some dressing. I never complained about that. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. I mean, we do complain a lot. You know, we really do complain a lot. I mean, we complain about everything. They complain when Emory probably is one of the most best man city Montgomery has had in a long time. He was. They complain about Emory. They complain about Bobby Wright. They complain about who else been the mayor around here? Bobby Wright. They complain about Todd Strange, which did a fantastic job, as far as I'm concerned. And we complain about Steven. And Steven does an okay job too, though. You know, so I mean, you know, he needs to stay in town a little more. But you know, okay, you know, he's doing what he got to do. So why do we complain so much? And that includes me. And that includes me also. I complain too. But I just complain because y'all be complaining. I don't really complain just because I really upset at somebody. I just complain. I'm just getting on the bandwagon with everybody else. 7:29 in the morning. So why do we complain so much? But it's not just Montgomery. If I leave here and go to Seattle, go to Tacoma, go to Fort Bragg, Fayetteville, Wilson, Durham, okay, St. Louis, where all these other places I used to live. I mean, somebody's complaining there too. When I was in Hawaii, people were complaining about living in Hawaii. And we got people in Alabama. If I could live any place, I'll live in Hawaii. Well, not really, because there are people complaining over there too. So I mean, I'm just saying, why do we ought to change the name to Ameriplane. That's right, American plane. Okay, that's what we write. Now, not an American plane, but American complaint. Okay, because that's what we do. One of the most blessed people on God's green earth, and all we do is complain. Well, that's not all we do, but we do it. We do our share of it. Anyway, good morning to you. 7:30 in the morning. Let me see before I go to any break here. Good morning. Who's this? Okay. You guys know I control the mic, right? I mean, y'all know that, right? So why are you gonna call me? See, now I'm complaining about you. Anyway, good morning to you. 860-1440 number here. Want to give Scott a little talk to. Now it is a Thursday. It seems that my preacher friend that was supposed to come today won't be here. So I guess I won't have one unless there's somebody out there who wants to be a preacher guest on the phone and text me, and I'll give you the VIP 9, and you could you can answer the questions for people if they want to. It'd like to be an online counseling class. Okay. I'm just saying if you want to. What's my number? My text number? Okay, it's 901-5022. If you want to text me, that's the number you text me at. And but if not, I guess we won't have one today, because on Thursday we normally talk about the good book. What do you believe? Why do you believe it? And will your belief stand the test of time? But I had a deep cogitation the other day while I was sitting by a tree. I was waiting to pick Z up, right? And I was sitting there, and I looked on the ground, and there was a leaf. Any other day, I'd have just saw the leaf hit the ground. It's another leaf falling off the tree. But for some reason, this leaf caught my attention, and it was just a leaf. I mean, it was wore out. It was about ready to become what do you call that stuff you put on the grass to make it grow? Anyway, it was about ready to become that. Sometime next year probably. But it was just this leaf had no intrinsic value except at that particular moment. I watched the leaf fall to the ground. I'm going somewhere with this. And so why was that leaf important? Well, it really wasn't, at least not to the rest of the world. Not to the rest of the world. It was not important at all. Okay? Some people say, okay. Listen. It's all in how you say it. Okay? So one of my texters says, it's really not complaining, it's providing feedback. Okay, listen, I mean, you're certainly providing feedback. You can't say you're not providing feedback, because you are. That's true. Okay, I can live with that. But when the feedback is not asked for, I mean, and also let me give a happy birthday to my good friend Greg Miles. Good morning, wherever you happen to be in the world. When you're rich, you got money, you can travel. You can travel all over the place. I think he's up there near my son, somewhere up there in Colorado, someplace. Up there. If you see Emmanuel, tell him I said hi, whatever the case may be. But happy birthday to you, young man. Happy birthday to you. You're old when everybody in the room is a young man. You know what I mean? Although I'm not complaining. It's better to get old than cold. But before I go to my break, let me go back to the leaf. That leaf tells a story about most of our lives. Are we going to be the leaf that falls out of the tree that nobody pays any attention to? They don't even notice you on the ground. They walk over you. They don't really care because you're just a leaf. Is your life like that? Do you not do anything for anybody, touch anybody's life? Are you the leaf? And if you are the leaf, you can do something about it. But it makes no sense to live 60, 70, 80 years and not be able for somebody to remember you, that you did something. Okay? Don't be the leaf that falls out of the tree and nobody notices. And I don't know what that looks like to you. I don't know what it looks like to you. There are a lot of things you can volunteer for. We have, Meals on Wheels is an interesting organization. They hire, not hire, they have people who go around this city and deliver plates for people who can't get their own. And they're always looking for somebody to drive for them. And it's not hard at all. It's really, and with GPS and all that stuff, and you can pick the side of town or the neighborhood you want to do it in. But please give those guys a call. Don't be the lead. Okay, Hope Inspired Ministries needs mentors, people to tell their story to some of the young adults at Hope Inspired Ministries. They need somebody to come in and let these people know that they're not the only people that had a tough time. And they certainly can make it through it. And they need mentors. Those people, when I see them, they just need people to know that everybody's made some mistakes. But your mistake doesn't have to be your legacy. What you did to overcome it should be your legacy, not the mistakes you made. Because we all got a dungeon full of mistakes in our life. Some of us admit it and some of us don't. But I was just thinking about that leaf the other day, and I'm just sitting in the car waiting for Z, and that leaf didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything until I picked it up. And now, even though I don't know the leaf name, but now we talk about that leaf that essentially didn't matter. But now I made a star out of him, on the radio. His name, Leaf. Leaf. It's nothing ordinary. Nothing. I mean, it was just an ordinary leaf. Well, don't be that leaf. Do something for somebody to make a difference. Hope Inspired Ministries, Meals on Wheels, or do something. Just don't be the leaf that falls to the ground and nobody notices. Okay, and those are my words of wisdom this morning. We all can do a little bit better than what we did. Okay, Meals on Wheels, Hope Inspired Ministries is always looking for somebody to talk to people, tell them your story. Everybody has one. Everybody has a story, but nobody can write yours like you do. Help other people write some chapters in their life. Lend a helping hand. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. Let's see who it is before I go to my last break it out. Good morning, who's this? Good morning. Why would that be a complaint? Yeah, you do. You do. See, I told you, people complain about anything. The man's saving us money, and we complain about him saving us money. Well, listen, people with money sometimes think they can get away with just about everything, and most of the time they can. I mean, listen, if he did it, he did it, and he needs to pay the piper. But one thing you won't have to worry about though, his commissary privileges, because he got enough money to have somebody, let's say sue the hell out of him and break him. He better put some money in another account right now so he can have his commissaries, so he don't become the commissary. Well, but Diddy is on the video in a hotel beating the hell out of a young lady. So I mean, but that's because he paid her off. But it lends to his character and his credibility. People, that thing's been on the internet for a while. So I mean, people know it. And now people are gonna look. Now people are gonna go on the internet and look up about him. They're gonna see him beating the hell out of that young lady. And listen, let's just face it. People with money think they're important. Yeah, what they said. Yeah. We'll see. I guess there's just some things money can't get you out of, but maybe it will. He gets. Listen, if OJ got off, okay, anything is possible. With a great lawyer. I'm just saying. So we don't. Yes, 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 yes. So you can and unlimited funds. You can pretty much get off with anything. I think P Diddy can add more money to the campaign. I think P Diddy will probably get it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think P Diddy will probably get there. He probably got a phone number. Good morning. Yes. Hmm. Well, I didn't talk about it, but somebody else did. Yeah. Hmm. Oh Lord, CNN. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I'm sure he's telling the truth. I mean, Yeah. Yeah, I know. But I don't want to get into that right. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go. I got you 3 minutes. I gotta run. I don't want to get into that at the moment. We'll be back right after this. Our numbers are 860-1440. It is 7:45 in the morning. We need the politics later on, not today.
Gonna have to realize that JD may stand for James David, but also might stand for just Doe. May even
It's a
stand
fact.
for
Guys
Jackass
hate
Donkey.
going
This
to the
guy
doctor. But
is
when
the
it comes to
weapon
erectile
formed against
dysfunction
Donald
and low
Trump.
testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Marco! Marco!
In a giant pool of business competitors, don't be the one left unseen and out of reach.
If you're a business owner and need help with your online presence, let's make it happen. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Boost your website, boost your findability, boost your reputation, boost your business. Marco? Yes, I'm Marco. Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Contact us today at cumulusboost.com.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, the price of everything seems to be going up and up, and that makes affordability a real problem. Well, I don't accept that, and neither should you. That's why I'm turning September into Acceptember. Matt Parsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales, and if you hate your old ride, don't accept the status quo, because if you're tired of high prices and high payments, just say no. Only during Acceptember. Plus, you could save up to $3,000 on a nicer, newer car, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're all about acceptance and affordability. My solution specialists accept all kinds of situations with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. We'll help you find a vehicle you'll love for a monthly payment that fits your budget. So don't accept a car you hate. Only during Acceptember. Remember, it's your chance to save up to $3,000 on a car you love. But hurry, a deal this accepting won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these great rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack.
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
That's right. It's the first hour on Thursday. Normally we got a preacher here, but we don't. So right now, let's talk about things we can do so our lives are not like the leaf that just flies in the wind and nobody notices it. What are you going to do? I mean, you know, if you think about it, too many of us are like, our lives are like that leaf. We don't really do anything to be noticed. We just exist. Maybe we can do a little something for somebody. 860-1440 is the number you want to get called up. Talk to us early, man. Good morning. Thank you for holding. Morning. Yes. Yeah. We do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait. Let us do the politics next hour. Right? I don't want to do the politics now. I was just trying to. I don't care who 3 minutes. Well, no, actually, it's my 3 minutes. But I know you wouldn't do it. I know you wouldn't do a thing like that. Okay, so, but that's why I brought the story of the leaf up. That's why I brought the story of the leaf out, because I mean, come on, is it going to hurt us not to talk about politics for 1 hour? Okay, then. All right. Wait a minute. He didn't say that today. Well, okay. And if this is my effort, no. Only for the Thursday from now, because my thing is that we are a nation that really we don't like each other very much. It is. That's why I like football season. Yeah. 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 We'll get back to that one later on. Hoorah. All right then. Good morning. Yes. That's a good question. But well, I don't know. But I don't think any of us know. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Appreciate it. Oh, top of the hour. Okay. Anyway, so the lesson of today was don't be a leaf. Like the other day, I was sitting at my son's school. Leaf fell down. That leaf didn't mean anything to me. But for some reason, I picked up the leaf and I looked how it was made. I looked at the tree it came from. Now, normally I wouldn't do that. Then I got to think about our own lives. Some of our lives are like that leaf. We go through life. Nobody really recognizes us. Nobody really knows us. Hell, they don't care about us. But every once in a while, somebody would pick up that leaf, like I did, and yeah, okay, now, and it had been for that, it had been blown in the wind. That leaf was as insignificant as a roach in a corner until somebody notices the roach, and then all of a sudden he becomes the focus of attention. And there's two reasons to be the focus of attention: for a good reason and a bad reason. Okay, Roach is probably no longer with us, but when he got noticed, but he did get noticed for a couple of seconds. So his life. So make your life not like the leaf, though. Don't let it be an accident that somebody notices you. Do something. Okay. Hope Inspired Ministries is looking for people to talk. Go to your church. I said nothing wrong going to church. Love it, but it's what you do after you leave the church that really matters. Anybody could come in and sit down and pass it and put something in the plate. When you put the money in the plate, it doesn't buy your way into heaven. So what you need to do is do something. Don't be like the leaf. Okay, I'm just saying, don't be like the leaf. Do something with your life. Don't be the leaf that falls out of the tree that nobody notices. We'll be back. I was being philosophical today.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Good message.
Yes, it's time for yearly vaccines. We have to make sure all vaccines are up to date as we go back to school. I have to provide a record for today and year. You got the vaccine to the school. Okay, how many years do I have to get these shots? At least until college. Alabama law requires children of all ages to be up to date with their immunizations before attending school.
Every child needs to be vaccinated against polio, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, also known as whooping cough, measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
This message brought to you from the Alabama Department of Public Health and the state.
I'm Aaron Tippett. I've been blessed to be able to make a living at what I love, making music for more than 25 years. Radio Get to is WLWI days and 95.1 HD3 FM. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The crossfires begun between Israel and Lebanon. Hezbollah fired a new barrage into northern Israel today. Israel bombed southern Lebanon on the heels of 2 days of handheld electronics explosions that killed at least 37 people. Israel has announced a new phase of the war.
We won the second half.
Gaza.
I think we won the first half, so it didn't change anything from a playoff standpoint. We won game 1 on Tuesday, game 2 tonight. We win that, we go to the championship.
On the exploding pagers and walkie-talkies.
This is making it more difficult for Hezbollah to communicate, command and control when the military operations by Israel begin.
Hezbollah is promising what it calls a special punishment in response to the attack. Here in the U.S., Kamala Harris will get some high-profile help on the campaign trail today. CBS's Nicole Killian.
Vice President campaigns tonight headlining a virtual unity rally.
I was talking with our radio guys. What do you think is harder to do? A baseball game where you have to split the time. You have to know some sort of background on all the guys just to be able to talk about, hey, this guy's from here, this guy's from here. Or like hockey, where at all times, all it is name to name to name to name. Pass to this guy, pass to this guy, pass to this guy, pass to this guy. Score a shot, save. Pass to this guy, pass to this guy, shot, save. It's like, what is that? You have to be more hyper-focused.
Yeah,
the other one, you have to have a whole conversation.
I think that
in Laurel County, Kentucky, police believe they found the body.
Listening to the
Man
game,
suspected of firing at
some of that
cars
information will be
on Interstate
irrelevant. But when you're listening to the game, it's interesting to see where these guys their lineage, where they're from, what they've done.
Remains. Boeing says it'll begin
So
furloughing
next thing I
tens of
need to
thousands
call
of employees a week after machinists walked off their jobs. Union President Brian Bryant.
See that?
Now they're probably the person last
like they're trying to cut. When with the real
No, I would be
strike, and they know how to resolve it.
See, as long as you got
Using that
computers
same
up there now, you can
blueprint
find out anything to
that was
say.
employing all of those exorbitant salaries. It's using that same blueprint to settle this strike.
Lines will be longer in Munich starting Saturday. German officials say that for the first time, anyone attending
My son is
Oktoberfest will have to
in
pass through
Colorado
metal
right now.
detectors.
He went
They
to
say there's
music
no
about a month
specific
and a half
threat,
ago.
but they're playing it safe.
And then I don't know how he
After
did it, but
three
he
people
found
were
his
killed
way
in a
into
knife
the.
attack in Western
He's a
Germany
photographer,
last
and he
month.
found his way
ISIS
into
claimed responsibility. Dow
Denver
futures up
Broncos,
460. This is CBS News.
organization.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to
One of us ought to
progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
All investments involve a high degree of
risk. What is he doing there?
Limited time left. Are you ready to seize a unique investment opportunity that can save you in taxes for 2024 and help you secure your financial future? Goldman Sachs predicts oil to remain in the $70 to $100 range. So why not invest in the uptrend now? That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-accredited investor with at least $100,000 in liquid assets, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's exclusive projects and a significant tax write-off for 2024. But hurry, there's limited time left this year to benefit from the incredible tax incentive. Imagine nearly 100% of your investment being deductible for 2024. Don't miss out on this limited time opportunity to create monthly income for up to 20 or more years to come. Call 800-287-6691 now and connect to a knowledgeable Encore Energy representative. Encore is a major investor and experienced operator in its core area of operations. Call Encore Energy now at 800-287-6691.
You go in the water
800-287-6691.
and the fish sees food. And for some reason, you're surprised that you get a bit.
Right.
Hey, come on, man.
You're in their kitchen.
Right, you're in their house.
You're in their kitchen.
Tractor accident involving two
Like people who complain that the storms and hurricanes. Wait a minute, you build your house on the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay. Sooner or later, the ocean's gonna come visit you. If anything, build your house on a mountain.
Yeah.
Critically injured, others were banged up. The kids and adults.
And then you have these places that keep dredging the beach, keep pumping more sand. Like, oh, we're gonna make the beach bigger, and it all washed away.
Yeah,
because it wasn't supposed to be there.
It ain't natural.
It wasn't supposed to be there.
Nature,
you can't change it. You can only disturb it.
Yeah.
But it'll go back to what it wants to be.
Right.
Which is October 8th and 9th. The Walmart spokesperson said people are just shopping earlier and earlier for the holidays, and it's adapting. Deborah Rodriguez.
Yeah, we're on news right now. Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, Penny Concrete Technologies. Okay.
Prizes, concessions, and so much more. Hullabaloo this Saturday at the Multiplex at Trenton Bowl. Sponsored by Tower City Automotive, MPM Feed and Seed, Spotless Professional Cleaning, Sunshine and Pixie Dust, Utopia Fun Park, Wright Roofing and Contracting, Davis Fine Jewelry, Fleet Feet, Hardee's, Winn-Dixie, Murphy Family McDonald's, and Camp Bow Wow. Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose.
Fair play isn't in your vocabulary.
That saves you money. But if you could get both,
Sooner or later, these people gonna learn. I paid my dues. So how I want to run it is up to me. No, if I don't like what you're saying, go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty fair with everybody. I'll take the intellectuals and the dummies. I must admit those more entertaining probably than the dummies. So you reached that conclusion.
Yeah, really, you can save a ton, like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed, a part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan happy with, call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE. Prescriptions require online consultation. Valid care provided will determine the appropriate prescriptions. Policy website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price registration applied. Subscription form. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board certified urologist.
You don't apply the rules equally. Neither does life.
Yep.
Some people tall, some are short. Gotta fit in where you can get in.
You have to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, for Hims.com, you can get world-class sexual care at a full range of therapies can do through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment with a medical provider licensed in your state. You can determine.
So how's your overall, how's your experience been living in Montgomery?
I enjoy it. I grew up in a town similar to Prattville, where there's an Air Force base, and I can think about if Prattville didn't have Montgomery.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like that's kind of where I grew up. So, and then I lived in Richmond, which is like capital city over in Georgia. So there's a lot of similarities. So it's kind of right between.
Okay, you know what that means, right? Everybody knows what that song means. Okay? I mean, we're gonna talk a little baseball here. No, I'm not a sports guy, but I'll do in a pitch, in a pinch, and we got a special guest in the studio because we got some good news for the biscuits here. We got some good news for the biscuits, so that's always good. Let me turn up my stuff here. Okay, that is like there. Okay, now there we go. All right. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Tell the folks who you are.
Mike Murphy, the general manager of the Biscuits, and I just want to say you're still today. Throwing out first pitches, good play the board.
Oh yeah.
Gonna do some play-by-play maybe.
Yeah, if y'all in the pitch,
yeah, you're a philosopher.
Yeah, philosophy in college. So if you need me in the pinch, no problem. As long as you don't do me like they did Howard Cosell. Okay. All right. So what's going on?
Yeah, Biscuits are in the playoffs right now. Took game one of the series against Biloxi on Tuesday. Biscuits won 9-2. We're coming home tonight for game two. If Biscuits win, we'll be moving on to the championship round. So game two tonight. Gates open at 5:30. First pitch is at 6:35. We'll have our Thursday drink specials. We'll have post-game Max fireworks. We have some $5 ticket specials available for folks with a college ID or a military ID that's active duty, retired, or veterans. Just show your ID at the box office to get that $5 ticket. And it's going to be a great night. The Biscuits have been playing really well. Won the first half of the Southern League South Division. Also won the second half. Right now we have I think it's 6 of the Rays' top 12 prospects on our roster right now. The team has just been playing really well, have some really phenomenal talent. So this could be the year that the Biscuits bring home the championship for the first time since 2007.
Okay. As a matter of fact, a lot the Biscuits are represented quite well, I believe, in the MLB, aren't they?
Yeah, we have well over 200 players that have made their major league debut after playing for the Biscuits. I think we had 4 more this season. Actually, more than that, because there's been a few guys in the last couple of weeks that made their debut. And I think this team that we have right now, there's a solid chance between that 8 to 10 of these guys will go on to be major leaguers.
Wow. And once you get the call up, can they send you back?
They can. They can definitely send you back. Yeah,
wow.
they can definitely send you back. But, some of the guys that we have right now, guys like Carson Williams, who's, the number 3 overall prospect in all of minor league baseball. I think he's going to have a bright future ahead of him once he gets to the big leagues. He's going to be a name that people are going to be able to kind of look at for years to come and say, I remember when he was a Biscuit.
Now, one thing I want is the ballpark in the professional any different than the ballpark we got here?
The actual playing surface, no.
Right. Okay.
No. So everywhere you go at whatever level, the bases are the same, the mound's the same. It's just the things that are around you are a little bit different. So when you get into major league stadiums, you start getting into 2 and 3 levels of fans on top of you, and creates a completely different atmosphere. Possibly creates some nervousness, some excitement.
Okay.
But that's the main difference. But on the field itself, the dimensions remain pretty much the same. Obviously, every baseball field has different dimensions from an outfield, but the actual playing surface is going to be the same.
So officially, what's a home run? Because if you hit it over a fence in some places, it's a home run. Well, if you don't have a fence?
I don't know too many major league parks or minor league parks that don't have a fence, Kevin. But
does the home run go? Do you have to hit it over the fence?
You don't have to hit it over the fence. You can hit it past the outfielders and just run. We've had some guys that hit some inside the park home runs where if it's a play or something where maybe the ball hits off the wall and gets away from the outfielder and the guy's just running the whole way and he can score without without it being an error. Then definitely you can get a home run without hitting the ball over the fence.
Okay, so the home run is either I can hit it over the fence and you can't get to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about the outfielder not being able to get to the ball.
It's about touching all 4 bases. That's it.
Yeah,
Going from first to home. That's the main thing.
Okay then. Are we using any instant replay in baseball to see if that guy actually got the home?
We don't have it at our level, but they do have instant replay at the major leagues, and they are starting to institute some things at the minor league level that we don't have yet in Double-A, but looks like it's going to be coming soon, that are called automated ball and strike systems, where there's kind of a system that watches the strike zone, so the umpire is still making the call, but pitchers or hitters have a chance to challenge that call to see if it actually was a strike or a ball.
Okay. And people, I was talking to somebody the other day, said there's strategy in baseball that is unlike any other sports. Now, I don't really see it being on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a guy comes to the plate, hey, hits the ball, don't hit the ball, miss the ball, whatever the case may be. So where does the strategy come from?
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance in baseball, whether it's, from a pitching standpoint, the strategy of, trying to throw multiple different pitches that look the same. So if you're throwing a fastball and a changeup, you want it to look the same to the hitter as it's coming in. So they don't realize until the last minute, they think they're swinging at a fastball and all of a sudden the ball's in the dirt. That's why you see a lot of times in highlights where you say, why are they swinging that pitch? But if you slow it down and you look, when the ball is, 20 feet from the hitter, it still looks the same. And it's going 90 plus miles an hour. A lot of guys in our league throwing, upper 90s. It's hard to make that decision pretty quick. So that's why a lot of times you get those swings where it's what is that hitter doing? And then also the strategy of, okay, hey, those matchups where if you have a left-handed batter coming up, do you want to have a right-handed or a left-handed pitcher, just to see, you know, is the ball going to break away from them or towards them? Where you're going to set up your infielders and outfielders? Are they going to be playing deep? Are they going to be shifted a little bit? So there's a lot of different strategy that goes in the game baseball.
One more question. Are you telling me that somebody can actually affect the way the ball goes over the plate?
100%.
Really?
100%.
It looks all the same to me.
It does look all the same when you're sitting in the stands.
I mean,
when you start watching some of the videos,
so how do they do that? Is it the way you put your hand on the ball?
Yeah, it's a little bit of the grip, a little bit of the release point, a little bit of the, you know, how you kind of the action that you do with your arm when you're throwing. So things that are a little bit above my understanding.
Yeah, mine too.
But
Yeah,
those guys figure it out.
Okay, well, if you don't understand, you know, I ain't gonna understand. Anyway, so again, game tonight?
Yeah, game tonight, 6:35. Game 2. So if the Biscuits win tonight, we'll be moving on to the championship round, where we'll host game 1 on Sunday. If the Biscuits lose tonight, we'll have game 3 of this series tomorrow night. So on Friday at 6:35 as well. So follow along at biscuitsbaseball.com and all of our social media channels to see what's going on with the Biscuits home on Sunday.
Okay. So it's ours to win.
It is ours to win right now.
Okay. Well, outstanding. Well, thank you, Mr. Murphy. Appreciate you coming by, giving us a little biscuit news. And hey, these guys are pretty good. Listen, if I'm talking about baseball, you should be talking about baseball. Because, you know, I've never really have been a fan of baseball in my life. But when you have a team in your own city, it changes your mind. All we need now is Notre Dame here, and I'll be a happy camper. Anyway, we'll be back.
Notre Dame fan?
Your WSFA.
You're Notre Dame fan?
I'm from South Bend.
Oh, I got to play there.
Really?
Yeah.
With who?
North Carolina.
Okay. Man,
yeah.
So you in my hometown.
Yeah.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440. Alexa smart speakers are great because you don't have to turn a dial or push a button to listen to News Radio 1440. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
I'm on it.
You're good to go.
Are you ready for hard-hitting observations?
That is a weird idea.
The Ben Shapiro Show brings you all the news you need to know in America today.
That argument, if you made that in 2021, is totally non-controversial, or at least very difficult to make it controversial.
Ben breaks down the culture and never gives an inch.
People even pretend that that stuff doesn't exist.
The Ben Shapiro Show.
No dude ever has talked like this. Like, what are you, what?
On YouTube or wherever you listen.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, the price of everything seems to be going up and up, and that makes affordability a real problem. Well, I don't accept that, and neither should you. That's why I'm turning September into Acceptember. Matt Parsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales, and if you hate your old ride, don't accept the status quo, because if you're tired of high prices and high payments, just say no. Only during Acceptember. Plus, you could save up to $3,000 on a nicer, newer car, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're all about acceptance and affordability. My solution specialists accept all kinds of situations with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. We'll help you find a vehicle you'll love for a monthly payment that fits your budget. So don't accept a car you hate. Only during September. Remember, it's your chance to save up to $3,000 on a car you love. But hurry, a deal this accepting won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these great rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capitol Oyster Bar over here on that beautiful Alabama River where we cook up that fresh seafood. We got a fryer, a steamer, and a grill. Cook it any way you like it. We also got an RV park down here and rent out pontoon boats. Check it all out on capitaloysterbar.com. Go to our Facebook page, see what's going on. I can tell you what's going on this Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Back in the fine music business, Mr. Gabe Stillman's in town. A great show, a great young musician. It's going to be a good time. 4 o'clock Sunday. You're down here soon. Come hungry. See you soon.
For 65 years, Guardian Credit Union has been your trusted financial partner, and now we're proud to extend that trust further by introducing Guardian Insurance Services. Whether protecting your home, car, or even your business, we've got the coverage that fits your needs. Our team is here to guide you every step of the way with the personalized service you know and love. Call 334-819-7555 for a free quote today. Guardian Insurance Services, building on 65 years of trust, now safeguarding your future. It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to montgomerymenshealth.com.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden has freshly baked casseroles, homemade jams, local fresh fruit and produce close to where you live, raised by folks you know. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden, where you'll find more than just produce and the best barbecue in town, handcrafted gifts, antiques, and more. Located at 3740 Magnolia Drive in Millbrook. Stop in and stock up. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 14.
All right, and we are back. It is 8:22, and I played 8:22. I played this on Monday because this is what pretty much, in my mind, pretty much is what's wrong with the Democratic Party. Okay, now I just want you to listen to this, and this girl has nailed this. I mean, she's nailed this. This is this is good stuff right here. So I just want you to listen to this, and I'm gonna go into someplace else in a minute. But I just got this. I've never quite heard the condition of America explained this way in some of the aspects of America. Of course, America's still a great place, but we ain't perfect. So enjoy this, and you can say if you agree or disagree or tell me why. But I totally 100% without equivocation agree with this woman. Okay, here we go. Well, at least I think we're coming. Okay, did you hear what she said? if you want to be classified as a woman, we in America now have to pretend, okay, you're a woman. Keep going. You know what? That's okay. We got that. Couldn't have put it any better myself. You know, it's it's okay to kill your children, but people are against the death penalty also. Okay, then I'm okay. You know, I'm not okay, but it is what it is. Anyway, I just thought she made such a. I mean that's the state we are in now. A man said he's a woman, and you have to pretend that you agree with him. Woo! What a country. Good morning. Who's this? Oh, Trump didn't change any of this. Well, I wasn't talking about Trump. No, nobody's name, nobody's name was mentioned. We 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 are talking we are talking about the philosophy of in America today. That's what we're talking about. Trump didn't change our social. Trump didn't change our social structure. Democrats have done that. Trump didn't have nothing to do none of that. Well, I don't think Trump believes in abortion. I don't think he believes in abortion. Okay. Now I gotta let you go. Okay. Now I gotta let you go. Call me back when you get some sense. Good morning, you on there? Yes. It's amazing how we revert back to the past when we're talking about the present. Okay, nobody said we were perfect, but she didn't say America was perfect. But when you tell people, it used to be philosophically, it used to be better. Well, until the late and latter part of this millennium, we didn't have to pretend that a man was a woman because he mentally was off. That's right. We in a country where now you can kill your baby and it's not murder, but if you kill somebody else, and hopefully we learn from that. Hopefully, this is not 1962, but we still killing babies. I think we did. The only people killing us now is us. Because I think you ought to be able to stand your ground. Yes, I can. Yes, oh, yes, I can. Well, I don't know. I don't. The whole Trayvon Martin thing still confuses me. Did he present himself as a threat? I don't know. I don't know what happened down there. No, I don't. I know what people say. Again, they let that guy off. There's got to be more to this than what we hear in the public. I hear you, but listen. What about in our own neighborhood? We ain't got to go out there when people getting shot and killed every day because well, black folks didn't used to believe in all this stuff, and now we believe in some things that are absolutely idiotic. Yeah, the positive things of the past. Yeah, true. But here's why it's so big. Here's why it's such a big deal. If we have been told you can no longer employ common sense, reason, and logic, then we are destined for irrelevancy in the world. Well, we ain't talking about that, but the amnesty law does not require us to look at reality from outer space, and so let's. Well, I'm not very close to it. Well, you can't. You got to have order. The universe has order, but the universe has order. We follow the order of the universe gives it to us. Yes, we do. The universe has given us order. We ignore it often, and there's where we get ourselves in trouble. Well, it hasn't always been that way. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, nobody came, but again, every human being has done something. Every group and subgroup have done something. So okay, my and let me ask something. How old are you now? Okay, so we don't do now what we used to do when we were young, right? Okay, we've grown up a little bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I yeah. I heard. Well, wait a minute. Freedom comes with responsibility. It is. You just don't give it to people. Exactly. And you're free. You are women. You are free to think you are a woman if you want to. but you are not free to make me believe that what I know is fundamentally wrong. Wait, it doesn't make any difference anymore. Listen, I don't hang out there either. But listen, I don't have a problem. Wait. I don't have a problem with people thinking what they think. I have a problem when you want to punish me for not thinking the way you do. I know you are a male. There are jobs, wait a minute, there are jobs where if you know a male's a male, but he wants you to call him a woman, Mrs., rather than Mr., you can get fired for that. If you call him Mr. Well, I do, and I've seen them. I've seen them, and I've seen people lose their job because of it. Because they don't want to call a man, they don't want to call a man a woman. That's true. Well, I'm good with that. Because again, you're telling us that we must deny what our brain tells us, what logic and reason tells us, what we know in our intelligence, in our heart, in our mind, in our soul. You're telling us that's not what it is. Again, I'm with you. I mean, but they bring in night things into day things, and I don't care what you do at night. Yeah. Wait a minute. They're invading all the places now. They're coming out of the closet. Yeah. You remember the tale of two cities? What happens to me, what happens in the world indirectly or directly affects me. If we live in a society where men can profess womanhood, then that confuses me, my child, and future generation. What people do does affect us. Oh yeah, that don't make sense either. But, well, I have. Yeah. Well, you see the good part. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, appreciate it. Let me take one more call before I take my last break. Good morning on there. I don't hang out with anybody. I don't hang out with anybody. I look at the world. I look at the world. Yeah. Well, I have gone to some businesses in this town where a man was dressed like a woman. Okay. Okay. And again, and again, right. But don't tell right, but don't look at me if I look at him strange. Well, that's true. And you don't think image is everything? Oh, yeah. Now, I will admit to you, right. I will admit to you that, but money is not the most important thing. Money is not the most important thing. We all want to make it. Okay, but at what cost are we willing to make money? Well, this is America, and we do have freedom of speech. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. What you just said is irrational and illogical. Yes, it is. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I never say stupid things. Mm. All right then. Appreciate it. Y'all get upset about things too easily. You should be calm like me. Okay? Don't be the leaf. Okay? I'm just telling you. Don't be the leaf. Be relevant. Don't be the leaf that floats softly down from the tree when it dies. And nobody will ever miss it. Except me. I notice the leaf sometimes. Anyway, so don't be the leaf, okay? So let's take a break and we'll be back and talk to you whatever on your mind this morning. Okay? So hang loose. Hang loose and we'll be back. Coming up next hour, at about 9:05, top of the hour, the mayor of Wetumpka, Mayor Willis. So we'll talk to him. And the killer's out there getting my guests all lined up for me. I appreciate that. So we're going to talk to him, hopefully. And so y'all hang loose, and we'll be back with some more profound insight on today's world from me. George Galway. Here we go.
What is metaphor? You can know anything that's so small to you that we've known for metaphor is huge, but it's also you can be way more satisfying. When you can create metaphor with pleasure, and then people help you to do that, you can metaphor this. That's more 40 years. You can people and really know you can say the thing, two minutes.
Just say no. It's Mark Levine this afternoon with News Radio 1540.
And we are back. Good morning. It is 8:46 in the morning on this Thursday morning. As a matter of fact, let's call and see who is there. Good morning on there. Good morning. That's you. Okay. Good morning. All right. Anyway, good morning. Hope that they find you well and doing pretty good. I'm not doing nothing. Go back and what is your contribution to the world? What is our contribution to the world? Don't be like the week. Okay? Yeah, good morning. It's kind of right. I guess you guys do read that Tito Jackson. I know that. I guess Tito Jackson died the other day. Michael Jackson died at 70 years old. Wow. We are really how many years behind him? I'll tell you. All right there. Oh, another thing too. You know, looking at something the other day in my hospital, and this doctor was talking to this nurse, and I must admit, and I'm not saying all are like this way, but there's some very narcissistic, arrogant doctors in our community, okay, who talk to these nurses like they have no sense at all. I thought it was like an equal partnership, that the nurses do their job and the doctors do their job, and together it creates a great patient care system. But the way this guy was downgrading this nurse the other day, absolutely, it made me want to go to snap. But I don't want to end up in the hospital because somebody could have written. So I'm just saying, doctor, if you are a physician, you need the nurse probably more than the nurse needs you. I'm just saying, don't be so arrogant and narcissistic. You guys are a team. You think the lieutenant or the general can get the wars won and didn't have fight? Really? You think the general could be general if he didn't make captain first? No, 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 don't do it. Don't be a pain in the butt. You're just a doctor. Doctor is spelled Doctor, not Good. Okay, I'm just saying that one. Next time you can open your mouth and say something nasty to your nose. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Remember, your name ain't God. Good morning. Yes. Good time. Well done. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna take medication for high blood pressure too. Mm-hmm. You was. Mm-hmm. Do you really believe that? Well, I can give you some audio of a bunch of Democrats saying nasty things. Mhm. Oh, yeah. Well, wait a minute. So if the Democrats then are so intellectually superior, why are they responding? Well, why are they responding? Okay. And give me a lie. Give me one lie. Well, wait, no. Give me a lie that they said about the Democrats. Yeah. Well, no. Give me a lie they told. Give me a lie they told. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Well, well, it's happening today. Something that ain't happened in the past. It's happening today. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can't speak for them. That's their own personal opinion. Mhm. And you really believe that Democrats don't say nasty things about Republicans? No. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. No, that's not true. All right. I'm done. I'm going to take that. I'm going to just understand. Good morning. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. He said he did. He said he didn't mean it though. Yeah, he said he shouldn't have said it. Yeah. Mhm. That's right. All right. He said, everybody said the Democrats don't have the type known being stupid and neither do Republicans. They all say we have to take the truth and the one just it's 8:54 in the morning. I get a government coming up. We're gonna have a conversation with the mayor of the see what's going on to our north last week. Maybe I don't know what it is. I know we're good at land now. I have to get a conference. It's on top of the hill. That's just where I am. Talk to him a little bit about goings on and with Pumpka and how the money comes. You know, how's the increase doing for you? I guess it is. And we talk about Pumpka. 860-1440 is the number here, and we talk about doctors who stop being nasty to the nurses again. Okay? And evidently, some people didn't like what I said about some of the conferences yesterday, thinking we're their boss, and they're thinking that they are our boss rather than we are their boss. Yeah, so I don't think so. I'm just asking this Renetta or whatever last name is, Riley, to be nicer. Okay? Be nicer up there. Don't look down on people like we work for you. You should be humble, okay, about in that position. You are a servant of the people. They're not a servant of yours. I'm just saying. You might want to think about that the next time you step in a high chair. Okay? I'm just saying. Because she really is a also, entertainment district. I guess that's what they're trying to do. We somewhat got an entertainment district. The only one I know of is over there, and I guess downtown. But the Szymanski is not on board with making 4 miles and all these miles of stipulations for some businesses next to one another. Listen, if I was, tell that to Chick-fil-A, who's right across the street from Hardy, or right across the street from Popeye. I'll tell them that. Okay? All right? If my business does not serve the public, if I'm not doing a good job, I won't be there long. Okay? I'll be done. Okay? Car dealership, I don't know where our city council actually saying they have the right to say how many businesses and what businesses. I guess you got the right to say what type of business, but they certainly don't have the right to say how many businesses like one another have the right to be next door to one another. I mean, what's that got to do with you? It's business. It's paying taxes. They get, they collect the tax quarterly. So what's wrong with it? I just don't understand that. So, and it looks like Szymanski, this day, is looking out for business owners. So you keep talking about your business, and then you turn around and you try to do what you can most of the time to run somebody's business that you don't like. I mean, that's great. If it's a legal business, then they have a right to exist. Okay? So Szymanski got the right idea. Let's not legislate people out of business in this city. Because we do have the country, Pratt Hill, we have another place, Jordan Stone's place up there. I mean, these people can't move. Okay? I'm just saying. So, Szymanski and around the Nickel, good looking out for the local people who want to do business. If their business does not become successful, then that's on them. You don't need to help them go out of business. It's only some of the rules that you come up with. Okay? If two chicken places want to be right next door to one another, if the other is real busy, I go next door to the other. And if one has better chicken than the other, then the other won't be there very long anyway. Who you got? Really, sometimes you should count it. You are somebody special. Remember, your job is to represent us. Okay, not us work for you. I realize that you should come to the council people up there, but it's about you work for us. We don't work for you. Okay? Well, if you disagree, you come down. Tell me I'm wrong.
Radio 1440 WRWIAM, the home of the Dan Guns Reno Show. HD3 FM, CBS News caveat.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Wall Street is cheering on the Fed's move to cut interest rates by a half point with a great big rally. The Dow is up 487 points right now. White House spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre says President Biden will follow up with at the Economic Club in Washington today. So the president will discuss what falling inflation and interest rates mean for American consumers and workers and businesses. The cost of buying a home, a car, and so much more will go down. It's full steam ahead for the presidential candidates. And it's not moved on to Brooklyn after a supersized rally on Long Island last night, his first since last Sunday's assassination attempt. CBS's Olivia Rinaldi. In a set of twin speeches, Trump is expected to give remarks about fighting anti-Semitism. Will be performing Jewish supporters in a small gathering that will feature Republican Representative Dr. Miriam Adelson. Trump will then address the Israeli-American Council's National Summit to commemorate the first anniversary of Hamas's October 7th attack. Kamala Harris has a virtual unity call with Oprah in Michigan tonight. Tensions are growing in the Middle East after Israel bombed southern Lebanon today and Hezbollah fired Israel into northern Israel. In Tel Aviv, protesters called for an end to the war in Gaza. Among them, Shay Moses, whose 80-year-old uncle was meeting her here.
I think it's just another spin to help Netanyahu suffer the
Death toll after 2 days of handheld electronic explosions in Lebanon is up to at least 37. Senior national security contributor Michael Morrell.
This is making it more difficult for Hezbollah to communicate, command, and control when those military operations by Israel begin.
The FBI hacked President Biden's campaign and gave information to hacked the Trump campaign, gave it to Biden.
I would suspect that Iran and Russia and China as well are probably trying to get inside now the Harris campaign just for intelligence.
The second death is in bail for Sean Combs as he waits in jail for what could be a year of trafficking and racketeering. And there's more to an impressionist masterpiece that meets the eye. Researchers have concluded Vincent van Gogh's 1881 painting beauty was well ahead of scientific mind at the time. They say the yellow and white swirling brush strokes he used to create his moon, stars, and atmospheric movement are congruent with astronomic principles documented 100 years later. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Before you buy a home, a real estate professional you're working with may ask you to sign a buyer's agreement, which describes the services you'll receive, each party's role and responsibilities, and how your agent will be compensated, all of which you'll want to discuss with them upfront. So work with an agent who's a realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors with a duty to honestly represent you and put your interests above theirs, because that's who you are. We just lost our best genius. It's a new genius. He's got a huge new idea. We're going to see the new genius.
We need the computer scientists to keep the startup from falling down. Indeed, you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. This is Indeed. You get $75 for your first sponsored job. Things will be a little different when the party starts in Munich, Germany, Saturday.
It's expected 6 million people will take part in the Oktoberfest. Yes. Police officers and security staffers will work the event, and metal detectors will be used for the first time in the festival's 189-year history. There'll be entrances, and some security people will have handheld detectors. Concern is heightened after a deadly knife attack last month in Western Germany. The organizer says he wants Oktoberfest to be the safest place in the country. CBS News.
If you missed out the first time around, Trader Joe's mini canvas totes are back. Ascended when they debuted last March, viral and sold out. New versions of the classic left its own limited merch. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Mayor, good morning. Listen, you got to put you on hold for a second, and then I'll come right back to you. Mhm.
To get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation. Call 800-559-8226. 800-559-8226. 800-559-8226. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres.
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, we are back, and let me see, make sure I get get my guest on there, like I'm supposed to. Good morning. We are back here at the Palacio Studios of News Radio 1440, and of course, the smartest guy on the radio is here, which is me. And on the phone, of course, is the smartest mayor in Alabama. And at least when he was on the show with me, he was smart enough to come on the air with us this morning, so we can get a good take of what's going on in Wetumpka, Alabama. And of course, let me introduce to some and reintroduce to others the mayor of the great metropolis, Wetumpka, Alabama, Mr. Jerry Willis. Good morning, Mayor. You know, you got to kiss up every once in a while. You might need some. Yeah. So that's right. Listen, I know how to play the game. Listen, I called you. I asked Killer to get you on just to give us a rundown what's going on in Wetumpka, because I couldn't find anything, because only bad news I heard was 2 guys beat the hell out of a possum. You know, so that's the only thing y'all got to worry about. The police, y'all must be doing a great job up there. What's going on up there? Mm-hmm. And so, what is happening? We getting any more additions to the place up there where everybody goes to win money? Mm-hmm. Let's go. How many police officers do you guys have? Okay, is that the amount that you are taxed for, or you can't get any more, or is that big enough to take care of the area up there? Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, and so I'm going to assume that you don't have a problem if you need it. You wouldn't have a problem getting it. I guess I'm trying to figure out what is the big difference between Wetumpka and the smaller cities. They don't seem to have a problem getting police officers. Where in Montgomery, we got the state patrol, the sheriff department, everybody else up here trying to help us out. Is there something you guys are doing over there that they keep your policemen there, or are there just a great atmosphere to work? Are they all love Jerry, or what's going on? Hmm. Hmm. That's good. Okay. Well, that is really good, and I know sometimes in big city. Do you think the rural atmosphere, for the most part, up there plays a part uh, in their, I guess, their commitment to the job and loving the job? Sometimes I think sometimes in big cities you got so many people, so many different personalities, so many people that come in and go. It's a transient. Like you think the rural atmosphere, the rural environment, pretty much gives you guys a leg up. Mhm. Okay. Now, do your policemen come to Montgomery and go to the police academy, or do you have your own? Okay, well, at least we good for something up there. Anyway, let's see what else is what else. I had some more questions to answer. I don't. Again, I went to the crime reports. Not a whole lot of crimes. That those guys beating hell at that possum. You should just cook the possum instead of beating the hell out of them with a bat, whatever they use. They use a golf club. I mean, come on, man. If you're gonna kill something like that, eat it. Don't sit there just be killing them for the hell of it. That's pretty. But those guys look like two pretty strange guys, though. So maybe they got some problems. You know, they're in the paper. Yeah. Yeah. If this don't sound like Andy Griffin, yeah. If this don't sound like Andy Griffin, I don't know what. The only thing I come up with is the possum got hurt. So I'm just saying, yeah, y'all living a high life up there. Any other businesses coming? You got a Publix up there yet? I think Millbrook got a Publix now. You got one too? Mm. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. How many homicides you have up there this year, if any? Okay. I know it would be. Yeah, I don't want anybody to move to Wetumpka from Montgomery because we got to keep the tax dollars here too. But if I thought about coming to Wetumpka, what would you tell me is one of the the things that would make me want to come? Hmm. 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 Yeah, that's still business. So it seems like to me. So we talked a little about crime. Now, are you planning for? Because it seems to me that one of the things that hurts us, not hurt us, but we have to deal with is the population of Montgomery. Whereas you don't really have to deal with a big population that we get. I think we got about I don't know how many 200,000 within the PJ. I think, or maybe a little bit more. Whereas in the city, 70, 80, maybe 90,000 people. I don't know, but not a whole lot. But that's a lot of people. You think you would be have some of the same issues that sometimes we have if your population a little bit bigger? Okay. Right. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Well, listen. One more thing before I let you go. What's some future plans for Wetumpka? Any big time Fortune 500 companies coming up there? Anything? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Now, one more thing, because somebody just told me that I didn't know this about you. I guess you are a working part-time barber now, also. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's what someone asked. So so it really is a full-time job. Yeah, and more. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Well, Mr. Willis, I do appreciate you spending a little time with us this morning. I'm trying to get a round circle of all the mayors that surround Montgomery and have a conversation with them, see what's going on there, and So as usual, I always think about you guys when I come through with Wetumpka. I always come up there, and you got a place over there on 230, some sort of some restaurant up there. What it's called? It's called Tough Creek, or anyways up there. I come up there all the time, so I just see things. So the next time I come up there, I'll just drop out of the office and put my head in the door if you're there. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Now you don't mind if I come up there and try to talk to coming to Montgomery, do you? Okay. I just try to feel what the limits are. Okay. Mayor Jerry Willis, the great metropolis, you remind me of Superman. Superman movie, the little city, with a metropolis with a big heart, but a little city. We appreciate that. Hey, you can use it. You can use it if you want to. You can use that if you want to. All right. Appreciate it, Mayor. Thanks for coming on. We'll be back. Right?
Montgomery's skywatch was all over. If you're worried, let's get you.
Because without strength, you lose strength. Together, you will rise above strength.
Something that I did really well. It's the beginning show.
Alrighty then, it is 9:31 in the morning. So one of the things came out the other day at the city council meeting. I'm just trying to think, what is the PJ? I know it's like a police jurisdiction, but what does that mean? Does that mean police can't give you tickets out there, or they can give you tickets in the PJ? Why do we even have a PJ? I mean, aren't you part of a town? What is that? Is that just an area carved off of the sheriff department, or what is a PJ? I haven't figured out technically what it is. I mean, so is the PJ still part of the city of Montgomery? Yeah, I don't really know. But they had some confusion about that the other day, about taxes. Do we still pay the same amount of tax? Not part of the county, it's a part of the city. Do we still pay the whole 10% of that, or if you live in the PJ, you don't have to pay no taxes? I don't know how that works. Right now, 860-1440, if you can explain that to a brother, I appreciate it. Also, now I did. I did. There was a group of people that were there working with HIV and STD things like that, and so they did tell us that syphilis and STDs. Not, I'm just saying, you might want to put a hat on or something like that. You might want to just go out there try to get that. Anyway, 860-1440 number here. Now here's that I didn't learn until the I didn't know this. You know how we always hear about mechanics still kids in school? You gotta keep them, because you got CC or 504 or whatever, whatever other schools. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. If they live about an organization that needs to live because they listen. I think we should have a fun because it's called second chance. They help people who are expelled from school, public and private. I think we're having fun with because that's the way we can put all the numbnuts who don't want to mind the school rather than principals and boards of education. You can't put them out, you can't do it. Get them on the air and see what we can do. If any of those folks are listening to me, you can text me at 915-022. I'd love to have you on because we need to do it. Because there's some people that need to be out of public school. But I didn't realize second chance even was that's when I heard second chance was a probability. So we need these people. Right now, if they don't go to second chance, only chance they're gonna get thrown in jail or prison. So I just said we might need to do it if somebody can tell me around there, somebody tell me how to reach these people, we can get them on the next thing. Well, I don't know if the mayor keeps wanting to give the city workers raise votes. Did they just get a raise? They're gonna do nothing. It's only $1,000 on 20,000, so it's not a whole lot of money. But well, gotta get on my knees almost a bed for a reason down the hall right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There's certain levels of people that food, drugs, stuff like that. I think it's generally food miles outside that with a food program. Stuff like that. But in that area, the food is so intense.
The other thing is that they have, the lady is trying to figure out what kind of taxing was going to be done to them, and evidently, hmm, hmm. Well, I know Lowe's and Walmart. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I know about that. What do you mean? Uh, yeah, I know. Mm, yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. Yeah. And I think nobody's. Okay. We'll go to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll go to Popeye. Yeah, I'll take both of them. Yeah. Maybe she's going to. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe she's going to the chink. Yeah. We don't know. She's going to the chink. 860-1440 is 9:48 in the morning. Okay, so I figured out what the PJ is now. Okay, that's good. I don't really know what it is, but okay, so it's an area outside the city that the city protects. I get it. Good morning. Yeah. I'm doing fine. Okay. I think you heard me. Yeah, I think you heard me. Anyway, so another thing too. Now, okay, so we getting a we getting a half point off of the interest rate of the Fed. So let me get this right. We're supposed to be really, really glad that the Fed cut a half a point 48 days before the election. So all the money, all the overcharging that's been done up until this day, we're just supposed to forget about it because they gave us a half a point off the interest rate. So our credit card payment is going to go down by $3. Okay, so okay, so now Americans are supposed to be so stupid that we don't realize that our 401k, that our money don't go as far as it used to, and a half a point won't really do us any good whatsoever. None whatsoever. But we got people, the Dow Jones made a comeback today. It's all politics. Okay? We got rich people who are still good paid. I love rich people, don't get me wrong. I I love this. I ain't got no problem with that. But they'll do all right because they can put more shares in co-main here. So you know, it'll be okay. But now, if America doesn't see this as one of the biggest insults to the American people, and the Fed don't, I mean, do the Fed really believe that we are that stupid that we are going to vote for people who gave us a cut 48 days, okay, before the election? Seriously. I mean, do they really believe that we're that stupid? So now we're supposed to all vote for a Democrat because they cut the interest rate a 0.5%. So all that money that they've been for the last 3.5 years, all that extra expenses that we had to pay. Now we're supposed to get our ballot and pick a Democrat because it's 48 days before an election. You are going to give us a half, not even a whole point, okay? A half a point, okay? Half a point. So, yes, Americans are that stupid. That's right, we are. And I'm pretty good. You know, when I heard about the half a point, like, all right, yeah. Then I looked at the credit card in there, and we paid a whole lot more than half a point less. Only they took all the things up now on credit cards that we pay. We do cash, of course. But your cash don't go that far. Your cash today is not going that far either. And you might well put it on the credit card. Now, the only thing I don't think put it on the credit card. I don't think nobody should pay for groceries on the credit card. Now, one thing about it, they can't get the groceries back. But you may not want to do the grocery thing on credit card. Okay? You just saying. Good morning. Let me get it. Yeah. That's what's going on. Election time. No, not. Oh, I was Tahoe. Yeah. I wonder if Tahoe's got a new premium. I was thinking about getting Tahoe. But the gas is going up. Yeah, the gas is going up. I'm gonna have to hold off on that. But then why do they make them so we can put 87 in? Okay. Yeah. Nice and little bit. Good morning. Pretty good. The White House. Well, they are selected by the White House or by Congress to run as the. I mean, I've never been up there, but I saw the. Yeah, I mean, I saw the congressional meeting. Janet Yellen go before Congress, so evidently Congress had something to do with it. But no, they don't. Mhm. Yeah, and I don't understand why we're not in charge of our own money. That's always bothered me. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Well, we haven't had anything to back that money since 1974, since Nixon took it off the gold standard. Except the taxpayers, except the taxpayers of the United States. I mean, but other than that, we don't have anything to back those dollars up. I, well, I agree, but our dollar, as a matter of fact, one of the things supposed to be hurting us is that in Europe now, the oil people now are going to get off the dollar and go to the euro, which well, I guess because our dollars ain't worth a whole lot. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate it. You're right. We probably can't get into that right now. Good morning, on there. Okay. Well, I said the White House. Appreciate it. Let's take our last break an hour, and we'll come back.
News Radio.
Mainly sunny sky, few fair with clouds. Winds will be out the north. Clear, lows will dip down into Friday into the weekend. Features no sunshine. Highs will be in the upper 80s, overnight in the upper 60s. And that's WSFO Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery brought to you by family owned, family on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Still got southbound. The exit at last check had the right two lanes blocked. Southbound. We now have an accident 85 northbound there at the ramp to Taylor. Keep going in that direction. The lowest tax rate in Alabama is $60 off Nissan Altima. It's right. Sonic 565 in Clinton. Buckle up, it's the law. This is major delay.
Halloween is coming. Fun and games with the whole family this Saturday from 11 to 3. We'll have indoor and outdoor games, wall, Nerf games, bubble party, pet zone, prizes, concessions, and more. This multi-brand by City Automotive, cleaning, sunshine, and pixie dust, Utopia Fun Park, Rice, Disney, NBC, Murphy Family McDonald's,
Wonders to amaze you as you roam. Some of life's greatest treasures are close to home. Ingrid's Wellness Method Garden has freshly baked pet cereals, homemade cheese, fresh fruit and produce close to where you live. Raised by folks who Ingrid's Wellness, you'll find more than just produce. Handcrafted gifts and tea located at 3740 Magnolia Drive in Millbrook. Stop in and stock up. Ingram's Wellness Method Garden.
Most classic is custom draping. Drapes can dress up a space, create privacy, a room, and be combined with furniture. Just Blinds and Craft. For quality custom draping, Just Blinds offers pleated draping. Be in here or visit us online at blinds.com.
If you or a loved one is suffering from mental health issues or integrated behavioral health, IBH's highly skilled team of trained psychiatrists and therapists can help you through the most difficult times of your life. Outreach is now open at 1041 Fort in Montgomery and accept patients. Don't let the stress of mental health issues drag you down. Call 855-422-1618. Integrated Behavioral Health. We can help. Call 855-422-1618.
Tomorrow over there on that beautiful Alabama River where we cook up that fresh seafood. Check it all out at CapitalOceanGuard.com. Go to our Facebook on this Sunday afternoon. Back in the fine years, Mr. Gabe Stillman and say, great show, young musicians. Go hungry.
You owe money to the IRS? This is an urgent message. The IRS is by sending hard copy letter, aggressively with paychecks, seizing liens on all businesses. Enforced compliance, and you better watch out. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to get out of debt. Don't let the tax fool you. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're one of the biggest breaks that the IRS. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Now for a free consultation.
Call 800-559-8226. 8226. 8226.
Optima Tax Relief.
Apply for complete details. Please look for the online consultation of advocate provider will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details. Price varies based on product.
I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health clinics. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIPS. It really wasn't easy before. At the end of the day, come to a physical office and see a specialist in person. Now, at Children's.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment through a 100% online process. It starts with an assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state to determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, medication is shipped to you for free. So that way, there are hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIPS.
To start your own visit, you can find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand new. Go to hughes.com/radio. That's hughes.com/radio for your free online visit.
All righty then, we are back. I'm so glad tomorrow. I didn't take all my days off when I had coming. I'm going to do that next weekend. Take the rest of my days. What else is going on? Oh, and I'm trying to figure out at the city council meeting the other night, what's the issue with this sign issue? What's the issue? I think that's what Annetta was saying. What's the issue with the sign? I looked over there. I don't know what the issue was. I couldn't hear it too well on TV. Anybody know what the issue with the sign thing was? Are we not wanting to? There's another man up there who was talking about a sign. Another lady who said she's got a 501c3. She got a sign. Are we making people take down their signs, or we want certain kind of signs up there? Of course, those certain kind of signs cost money. But anybody know what that's? Because I couldn't understand. I'm trying to get them to call me so you can come on the air. We can talk about it because I don't really know what the problem with the signs are, especially that man who was up there. But I'll do the research outside. Again, it just seems like small businesses catch more hell than anybody else. And I finally looked up IVF, in vitro fertilization, whatever it is, and it is an interesting thing. But we'll tell you about that a little bit tomorrow. Also, Montgomery Public Schools, the State of the Schools event has been canceled, postponed. Montgomery Public Schools has postponed a State of the School event. I guess that we got to get somebody else to get it because the guy's leaving. Yeah. MPS officials said Monday. Details about the new date will be announced in the coming days. It was originally scheduled for today, but they're going to do it. The event is an opportunity for community members to engage with leaders shaping the district educational landscape and insights into the work being done to enhance education opportunity. What we need is a reform school, and we certainly will be able to enhance the educational process. So until some member of that school board said, we do that. We got enough buildings. We need a reform school, or whatever you want to call it. Call it alternative school, whatever you want to call it. We need a school like Second Chance, or we need to fund Second Chance and let these kids go there. Okay. I'm just, also, the guy who allegedly was going to shoot Trump, uh, well, he was on the court for 12 hours. Yeah, I think he probably had some things he might want to do. Crime Stoppers is hosting a gun buyback program this weekend. Uh, I don't believe in gun buyback programs. I don't, because all you do is have somebody who needs some food or need to pay the light bill, sell their gun, and then they leave themselves hopeless, hopelessly at the whim of a crook who might be trying to get in their house. So I think that's two guns. Okay, you can sell one. But if you only got one gun in your house, I would not tell you to sell it. Okay? I wouldn't tell you to sell it. No. You need to be safe. You need to be safe in your house, or you at least need to have the ability to try to repel anybody that's trying to come in your domain. You need to be able to stand your ground. You can't stand your ground with a fork. Okay? Can't stand your ground with a spoon. You need a gun to stand your ground in your house. That's what you have the ability to do. I'm not for buyback programs, um, but that's what they're doing. So you want to participate in that, then you maybe do that. Let's see what they got. The concept of this event is $50 for any rifle or shotgun, $100 for any handgun, and $200 for a semi-automatic rifle. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like. First of all, we're gonna have people going around stealing people's guns for themselves? I don't know. I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a bad. The Quick is not going to sell his gun, okay, unless you get two of them. Okay? Quick's not going to sell his gun. Although I must admit that $200 do look pretty good. But hell, what's a semi-automatic rifle cost these days? I don't know. I didn't own one for them 16. I didn't own that either. Come think about it, so let me wear it around my arm sometimes. Um, so I don't know what a semi-automatic rifle costs, but it probably costs more than $200. Okay, but I will say this much: to put my life in danger after selling my gun, $50 or $100 or even $200 is not enough. Okay, you need to keep your gun, and I sell your gun if you got more than one, if you want to. But make sure you have them in your home. That's my last word on that. And we'll see tomorrow. The Lord says the same. So you all just hang loose, and we shall return,